Simon, welcome to All Access. Now, I believe you grew up in Australia and you represented state in both water polo and surfing.
Yeah, in my teenage years.
Now, are those still passions of yours?
I love water polo. It's a fantastic game, but I haven't played it for, must be 20 years.
Have you ever been to South Africa? We've got some great surf.
I know.
You're a popular man there. You may want to...
Where I grew up, there was a lot of South African transplants. A lot of them around. In fact, still a few of them that I see whenever I go back there.
Now, you gave highly acclaimed performances in the series The Guardian, and then you moved away from that into film. Was that because you didn't want to be locked into anything?
Well, I certainly needed a break. I did 3 years on The Guardian, and it was, although a very fulfilling job, I really enjoyed that job, but it was a difficult job after a while. I definitely did want to take a break and work on things that were more finite, that sort of had an ending. That's the tricky thing with a series, when you're working on a series, is that it just sort of keeps going. It's sort of, at times you feel as though you're running very quickly and you look down and you're actually just on a treadmill. And you realise that the belt's just going to keep coming around and you don't know where the end is. So that is, that's one of the difficult things.
What's going on with you? I mean, you couldn't sit down, you can't stand still? Guilty conscience?
No,
Now, what was it about The Mentalist that attracted you to it and decided to take that plunge once more?
I was pretty reluctant at the beginning, but I was persuaded by a few different people. Peter Roth, who is the president of Warner Brothers Television, called me. I was in Australia on a holiday, and he called me and kept me on the phone for a long time and talked and talked and talked. And I had a few great conversations with Bruno Heller, who was the creator of the show. And I really liked his approach. It was very different. He's English. It was a very different approach. He just said, well, why don't you want to do it? Why would you? What would stop you from doing it? And that's just been the beginning. From that point, it was the beginning of we've had a very good working relationship.
I think you'll like that one. It's rather tricky.
Doesn't it just kind of go like that? Around there, that goes around there, over there like that, and that's it, right?
Very good. Yes.
That's fun.
A lot of the reason why I decided to do it was I thought that Bruno had created a great situation and a circumstance for a character, and he was very generous with me in giving me somewhat of license with the character to do what I wanted to do with it.
Very lovely place.
You like to think so? Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, there is. How is your staff at procuring things for guests?
What do you mean?
You know, special things.
If it's company you're looking for.
No, it's not company I'm looking for. But thank you, if you're offering company, Gary.
A mentalist is someone that has honed skills and techniques. Unlike a psychic has powers, has a gift. A mentalist can learn and study different elements of mentalism, and combining all these different things. Neuro-linguistic programming is one name they use for one sort of element of it, but it's about rapport building, mirroring, cold reading someone. They're all skills that you can practice and hone, and after a while they become second nature. So it's there's no real trickery to it at all. That's pretty much what a mentalist is.
Now, we all know that you're a really good actor, but you really seem to be enjoying this role.
Were you given quite a lot of elbow room as to what quirks you brought to the character? How open was that to your interpretation?
Everything that I did, pretty much, I would discuss with Bruno. But Bruno was very encouraging. I thought the situation, the circumstance that he created was sort of more of it was a kind of a classic idea, a classic television idea almost like a bit of a throwback. So I wanted to approach the character in that way with his sort of signature beats and details, and whether that be the waistcoat or the brown leather shoes or the lying on the couch or the tea and all of that stuff was we were both on the same page with all of that.
What put you on to her?
Well, I came to it very late. I could have kicked myself. The kitchen of her house was left unsearched because that was her domain. She knew the device wasn't there.
When you look back on it, has it been rewarding? Are you happy you've done it?
Oh, yeah, I definitely, you know, certainly now at the end of the second season, I ticked the box of saying that was a good move. You can do it after you've got the success, it has a little success. It's easy to do that, but when you're in the middle of it, you really sort of head down, bum up and do the work and try to make the best of it.
Now, the World Cup's on in South Africa, and you're about to become an American citizen. So who are you going to support, the Socceroos or the States?
I'll definitely be supporting the Socceroos, mate. Oddly enough, my loyalty lies with Australia immediately. And then I'm probably going to have to go definitely go for England over the US. You know, it's kind of interesting because if Australia was playing England in the rugby or something, it's just, you know, I love beating the English team in rugby. But then if Australia's playing New Zealand in the rugby, and then New Zealand goes on to play England, I will support New Zealand over England. Actually, no, I won't. I'd rather support England over New Zealand.
And South Africa, New Zealand?
Well, you got it. Sorry, I'll go for the Springboks over the All Blacks.
I win.